Where is it? There it is. Yeah. What you're hearing that right there is a band I saw last night. Old Growth Old Growth Assembly from Pittsburgh, and then one of the guys lives outside of Buffalo, south of Buffalo. They came up and played at the Bug Jar last night with a bunch of other great players. It was a really nice night. Nod played, local band. I'm putting out their new record. They pretty much played the new record last night with like an oldie sprinkled in there. So it was kind of cool to hear all that stuff live. I've been listening to it nonstop for a few months and stuff like that. Really good stuff. That'll be out, I don't know, September, October-ish, probably. Test pressings have been approved. No, not yet. They have to review them. I have like 3 or 4 other test pressings down there, some of which have been approved, and some are still waiting for artists to review it. So, anyway, welcome. I'm Joe. So I wanted to do this episode to announce the new carbonrecords.com. It's not really a new site. The site hasn't changed a lot. There was some design tweaks and stuff like that. I do website development for a living, not design, but I can design enough for my own stuff. But development wise, I do a lot of that stuff. If anyone's looking for development work, let me know. So anyway, I do a lot of stuff in Craft CMS. Let me turn this down. And I decided to switch over to the Craft Commerce platform of theirs. All that means to you is it's a much better checkout process than it used to be. It used to be just like a real bare bones, click a thing and it would go in your PayPal, like on PayPal shopping cart. It was real clunky. You had to go back and forth and blah, blah, blah. And I stopped putting all my distro stuff up there a while ago because I kind of like decided to move to Bandcamp a couple of years ago with distro things as well. But the more and more I sell on there, the more I'm like, man, it's just killing me. Like the fee is really high on Bandcamp. It's like 10% basically, which kind of stinks. So I decided to upgrade the carbonrecords.com site, and I'm attempting to hopefully pull my customers over. I'm going to keep Bandcamp up there. I'm going to keep putting Carbon stuff up there. But I'm pretty much going to stop putting distro stuff up there as long as this goes well, unless I totally screwed up. Hopefully I didn't. So anyway, as part of that, I want to announce that. So that's live now. If you go on there now, you add things to cart. When you go to checkout, it'll be like, hey, what's your email address? Just so you can create an account if you want to. You don't have to. You could go to next step, say keep going as a guest. And then there's basically a PayPal payment system in there, which you can use your credit card to, and that goes through PayPal. I'm sticking with PayPal right now. I might add like some other options. If you have any options that you want me to add, like Stripe, or if there's any overseas people who want me to add something else that makes it a little easy for them, let me know. But for now, I'm going to stick with that. I wanted to go with the simple route. Anyway, bunch of new things added up there. Some of them are still on Bandcamp, but some of these are not. They're only on the Carbon site. So again, if you have any issues, please email me, joe@carbonrecords.com. If you have any problems or anything like that, I'll work on them immediately. So yeah, new things. Got a ton in stock. So a couple of these things came like last week, so that's why they were on Bandcamp already. Brand new Holt Bodish LP. This is on Celluloid Lunch out of Montreal. Killer. He is 1/3 of Mordecai. New Drainolith. Alex from Montreal, and this is Drainolith's Montreal. It's called. Also on Celluloid Lunch. And then there's a 7-inch, split 7-inch. Timmy Vulgar and Jimbo Easter. Also on Celluloid Lunch. So that was one pack. Then I got 2 different things from New Zealand and Australia. Swagger Jack and Clayman in the Well split lathe cut. It might be a collaboration actually. Brr, brr, brr. Maybe no, it's a split. 10-inch lathe cut, really cool package. You can't really see that. The lathe cut's in there, it's clear, so the circle is actually artwork on the cover. But really good stuff. It's a lathe cut, so just so you know, like lathe cuts, sometimes you have to adjust your tone arm torque. What the hell is that called? The counterweight. Sometimes you have to make it a little heavier so it rides all right on it. Otherwise, they might skip sometimes. Not all lathe cuts do this. I noticed this one did a little bit on mine. Yeah, this is in the background, Old Growth Assembly doing a Spaceman 3 cover. Good stuff. Another thing, Roma. So this is from Australia. So Anthony Guerrera, who lives in Australia, and Mark Anderson, who lives in New Zealand now. They are basically 2/3 of Banjuashi Taste, and they do a lot of stuff together. This is a new record they just put out, and I got a bunch of copies of. I might be the only one in the U.S. with copies of this. It's called Roma, really good. More on the free noise experimental side of things as opposed to the Taste LP, which is like garage, no wave. Also got Jeff Martin's double amps. This is really great, like Tashigato that he's playing on this, and a guitar, electric guitar and stuff like that. It's really percussive, you know, but like both sides start really kind of chill and they lead into it. It's really nice, super limited. This is essentially, he described it as like a hundred edition test pressing. There's no difference, you know, between a test pressing and a real pressing. It's just the pressing plant was like, all right, well, yeah, we'll do a bunch of test pressings and that's it. He might eventually press it later on, but that's what this is. Super limited, and I think I'm the only one in the U.S. who has these. I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know because they're hard to get. And then I finally got a package from Jose down in Aurora Central, a label out of Mexico. I think he's in Mexico City. I can't remember what town he's in. The first one is Rolando Chia, guitar player. He's been talking up a lot lately, and this is an LP. I think it's a reissue of work of his, and I'm dying to crack this open. I haven't. I just got him. Literally, the mailman dropped him off like 10 minutes ago. A little more than 10 minutes ago, but yeah, I'm psyched about that. And then Musica Electroacoustic. Where's the title is covered up? This is kind of legendary electroacoustic out of Mexico. I think this might be the record he mentioned. It's like one of the first electroacoustic kind of experimental sounds out of Mexico back in the day. 1984 originally pressed. And then this one is it's a whole group. My Spanish is horrible. Paz en las Rapturas 3 it's called. That's the title. There's like 4 players on it. Fernando Ferra, Emiliano Cruz, Mebe Frati, and Concepcion Huerta. Jose, you can just laugh your ass off at my horrible Spanish. Just hear me pronounce Swedish, and I'm sure everyone cracks about that. Oh, I also have some CDs of Space Age Dicks. This is a CD. So the lathe cut came out on Gray Cypher, which Anthony Milton runs over in New Zealand, and he was kind enough to throw in some CDs of this too. So I have a couple copies. These are pretty cheap. Of another project. This is sounds like it's a weird kind of heavy psych Hawkwind-y kind of thing. Perfect timing. There might be another song, but thanks for tuning in again. Yeah, check out carbonrecords.com. Let me know if the shopping cart's working all right for you and stuff like that. So again, yeah, you can create an account. If you create an account, and I turn off all the stuff where I don't want to store credit card information and crap like that. But you can store your addresses and stuff. So then checkout makes it easy. So then you just click, yeah, that's my address, and you move forward with shipping and stuff like that. There's a couple options for shipping. Really, you only have one depending on how much you order when you're in Mexico and Canada, because I get a special rate for 4 pounds or less, so it's a little cheaper. Same thing for overseas, basically Europe and Asia and etc. Australia, Pacifica. Um, there's two levels, but you'll only see one basically. If you go over the 4 pieces limit, then you'll see it's standard shipping as opposed to special shipping, because the shipping software I use gives a deal for anything that's like 4 pounds or less. So basically, that's 4 items. I'm not adding weights and stuff just yet. And then in the U.S., if you're in the U.S., if you order $100 or more, you'll get a free shipping option. And and everything else, it's just like media rate, special ground kind of rate. Pretty much the same price that I was using on Bandcamp. I'm going to be able to do a lot more specialized sales and deals on this platform. So that was another reason why I wanted to move to it too, because on Bandcamp you can give a coupon codes out for promotions, but they're good for you either have the option of it's good for one item or it's good for everything, and you can't be like, oh, I want it only for like carbon releases or only for these 5 releases or whatever. So this system, I built it where it makes it easier for me to do sales like that. You can also check out the low inventory items. So there's a section for that on the left. There's a section for browsing all of the labels of stuff that I carry. So if you are really into one label, you can drill down into their thing and see all of the items that I'm carrying by them. And then, yeah, I hope to grow this even more and add a lot more features and stuff like that. All right, that's it. Hope you're doing well, and we'll see you next time around. I still owe some videos about Table of the Elements. I want to do a video about Pelt and Spiral Joy Band. So we'll try to do that over the next couple weeks. All right, see ya.